Sit back and enjoy an hour of fascinating facts you didn't know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started.
Sridhar Chilal, originally from India, kept the longest fingernails in the world on his left hand for 66 years. In 2018, he decided to cut them and donate them to the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. These nails reach nearly 79 inches in length and were classified as the largest in the world. The Bride's Waterfall, located in Cajamarca, Peru, gets its name from its peculiar shape that resembles a woman wearing a wedding dress. With more than 164 feet in height, this impressive waterfall is a unique natural spectacle. The best time to visit is between December and May, when its flow reaches its peak. The ayam temani chicken, originally from Indonesia, is famous for its completely black color. Its feathers, beak, comb, legs, organs, and bones all share this unique tone. This characteristic is due to a genetic condition called fibromelanosis, which causes hyperpigmentation. Consider the animals with the highest pigmentation in the world. Their bluish-black appearance fascinates those who encounter them. These are called prehensile feet. They are a kind of genetic inheritance of ancestral traits, in this case from apes. This occurs in very few human beings and appears with different characteristics. Chicken eggs can come in a variety of colors, not just white and brown as we commonly see. This diversity of colors is determined by the breed of the hen and not by its diet or lifestyle. Likewise, the color of the shell does not influence the taste or nutritional value of the egg. The stripes of tigers are as unique as fingerprints in humans, since each individual has an unrepeatable pattern. These stripes are not only on their fur, but also on their skin, so they remain visible even if the fur is shaved. This characteristic is key to identifying tigers, and advanced technologies such as cameras and three-dimensional modeling are used to facilitate their monitoring. What you are seeing now is amezaiku, an ancient Japanese art that consists of making sculptures out of candy. A thick, sticky sweetener called mizuame is used. The artist forms a ball with the amount of candy needed to create the figure. Then they use their hands, tweezers, and scissors to make these lovely sculptures. At first, the sweetener is at about 176 degrees Fahrenheit and must be shaped quickly before the candy cools and hardens. Some artisans use edible inks to achieve more striking results. The soles of elephants' feet are covered by thick, cushioned tissue. This layer of fat and connective tissue acts as a shock absorber, distributing their weight as they walk. Thanks to this adaptation, their steps are surprisingly quiet despite their large size. They can move stealthily in their environment. The technique of frying with hot sand is used in some Asian countries, such as China and India. Instead of oil, coarse sand heated to high temperatures is used. This method allows for even and fast cooking through heat transfer. It is a common practice in street markets, and its effectiveness has been used for generations. The chimera cat is a feline with a unique appearance due to chimerism. Its body contains two types of DNA, which can produce split colors in its fur. This occurs when two embryos fuse at an early stage of development. As a result, the cat shows asymmetrical patterns and eyes of different shades. Although rare, it does not affect its health or behavior.
Tony Baloney's, located in New Jersey, is famous for its creative and unique pizzas, such as the Swine Fighter pizza loaded with abundant pepperoni. The restaurant is recognized for its innovative approach to cooking and for its extravagant combinations. Its dishes are a delight for lovers of unconventional food. Onion skin is hydrophilic, which means it has an affinity for water. When submerged, its epidermis becomes more visible and takes on a translucent appearance. This phenomenon is the result of the interaction between water and the cellular structure of the onion skin.
The Basenji is a dog breed originating from Central Africa. It is known as the barkless dog because it does not produce typical barking sounds. This is due to the structure of its larynx. Even so, it communicates using other sounds and body language. It is a very expressive and intelligent breed. Snails have eyes located at the tips of their tentacles. These eyes are simple and can detect light and movement, but with limited vision. Their sense of smell and touch are more important for orientation. Some marine snails have more developed eyes.
Valais black-nosed sheep, originally from Switzerland, are recognized for their distinctive appearance, with black faces and limbs that contrast with their white wool. In addition to their beauty, they stand out for their friendly and docile temperament, making them ideal not only for wool and meat production, but also as companion animals. Look at this extremely rare yellow penguin. It's the first specimen of this color ever recorded. These images were taken by a Belgian photographer named Yves Adams in the South Georgia Islands, near Antarctica, in February of the year 2021. This curious friend owes its color to leucism, a genetic anomaly that causes the affected individual not to produce melanin, which is why its plumage lacks the usual black color. This is how gharials, also known as Ganges crocodiles, camouflage themselves as logs to catch their prey.
Sylvain Guignard is a French sculptor specialized in mechanical wooden pieces. His work stands out for its precision and creativity. One of his most impressive creations is wooden migaloo. It is a kinetic sculpture that represents a blue whale in motion. It uses linden, walnut, and acacia wood combined with metal elements.
Phobaeticus gigas, known as the stick insect, is one of the largest insects within its genus. Females can reach up to approximately 9.45 inches in length, while males reach around 5.50 inches. This insect stands out for its branch-like or stick-like appearance, which provides excellent camouflage. If you place M&M's chocolates in water, you'll see that after some time, the letter M begins to come off. This is because it's made of edible paper. The termite queen is the longest living insect in the world, with a life expectancy that can reach up to 50 years. Worker termites, by comparison, have a much shorter lifespan of approximately 2 years.
The water spider, known as Argyroneta aquatica, is an expert diver. It captures air bubbles at the surface and transports them to its underwater shelter. This refuge, called a diving bell, allows it to breathe underwater. Its body has water-repellent hairs that facilitate the process. Snowflakes fall at an average speed of approximately 1.5 miles per hour, gently descending from the clouds. Their journey to the ground can last between 45 minutes and 1 hour, depending on factors such as wind and temperature. Each snowflake has a unique structure and forms around a tiny particle in the air. As it descends, its shape is molded by humidity and atmospheric conditions.
It is possible to make popcorn using a corn cob directly in the microwave, but it must be the variety known as popcorn corn. This type of corn has harder and drier kernels, which allows them to pop when heated.
Learn about werewolf syndrome, the strange disease that continues to surprise everyone, as up to 30 cases have been found within a single family. Although there are only about 50 properly documented patients worldwide, it is a rare genetic disorder characterized by an abundance of hair that can measure up to approximately 10 inches all over the body, except on the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet. Pillow fights have evolved into a sport with their own league, the Pillow Fight Championship. In these matches, participants face each other one-on-one, using special pillows to strike their opponent. Defense allows movements such as jumps, spins, and covering up with the hands. The matches take place in rings similar to boxing rings, following established rules. The smallest sandcastle in the world was created on a single grain of sand by artists Vic Muniz and Marcelo Coelho. Using advanced engraving techniques, they managed to create this tiny work with incredible precision and detail.
The zoetrope, invented in 1834 by William George Horner, is a circular machine with slits in its drum that creates the illusion of movement. The drawings arranged in strips come to life as the drum spins, thanks to the phenomenon of persistence of vision. This invention marked a milestone in the history of animation and has inspired multiple technological advances.
This is Lucas, a cardiopulmonary resuscitation device. With this robot, paramedics can standardize the quality of resuscitation and minimize interruptions in chest compressions.
The deeper you dive into the water, the more colors disappear. Pay attention to this red thermos. At the surface it is bright, but as it descends, it loses intensity.
The Worthington jet is a fascinating physical phenomenon that occurs when an object impacts a liquid surface. By generating a cavity in the water, it quickly closes, creating a vertical jet upward. This effect is produced by the interaction of forces such as surface tension and the initial impact.
The Toku Fast Bot robot, developed by Mitsubishi Electric, set a world record by solving a Rubik's Cube in just zero point 0.2 seconds. This achievement was made possible by its high-speed, high-precision servo motors, along with an advanced artificial intelligence algorithm to recognize colors. By comparison, the current human record is 3.13 seconds, achieved by Max Park in 2023. TokuFast Bot is nearly 10 times faster, showcasing the impressive advancement of robotics.
The pink star, also known as the pink star, is a pink diamond of 60 carats, recognized as one of the most valuable in the world. Discovered in Africa in 1999, it initially weighed 132.5 carats in its rough form. Its transformation into a dazzling gem required 2 years of meticulous cutting. In 2017, it was auctioned for $71.2 million, becoming the most expensive diamond ever sold.
Cat urine glows under ultraviolet light due to the presence of a compound called porphyrin, which, when excreted in urine, has fluorescent properties under ultraviolet light. This happens because porphyrins absorb the energy of ultraviolet light and then emit it as visible light, causing cat urine to glow a yellow-green color. This characteristic is useful for detecting the presence of cat urine on different surfaces and helps veterinarians diagnose possible health problems in felines. A strawberry has on average around 200 seeds on its outer surface. It is one of the few fruits that carries its seeds on the outside instead of the inside. Netflix, the streaming giant, began in 1997 as a DVD by mail rental service. In its early days, its main competitor was Blockbuster, a video rental chain that dominated the movie rental market. In the year 2000, Netflix founders Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph offered to sell the company to Blockbuster for $50 million. Blockbuster rejected the offer, considering it uninteresting. Today, Netflix has more than 230 million subscribers worldwide.
During spring, poplar seeds cover fields with white fluff, creating a unique natural phenomenon. These fluffs are highly combustible, allowing controlled burns that are quickly consumed without damaging grass or nearby objects. This process is carried out mainly to manage the spread of the seeds and reduce their impact in certain areas. Although visually impressive, it does not directly promote seed germination. Rather, the practice helps limit their dispersal.
The black apple, known as black diamond, is an exotic fruit grown in Tibet. Its skin has a dark purple tone, almost black, while the flesh is white. This color is due to extreme altitude conditions and ultraviolet radiation that concentrate anthocyanins in its skin. Its cultivation is exclusive, and each unit can cost around $8.
Iron is essential for health because it helps produce hemoglobin and myoglobin, transporting oxygen throughout the body. Many cereals are fortified with this mineral to meet daily needs. Although iron is ferromagnetic, most cereals contain non-metallic chemical forms, which makes it difficult for them to be attracted to a magnet. In some cases, if the amount of metallic iron is high, it could be detected with a magnet. Its consumption is safe and necessary for growth and development.
The Sangbetos are guardians of the night in the Vodun religion practiced in Benin, Nigeria, and Togo. Their name means hunters of the night, and they symbolize a kind of spiritual police that protects the community. These guardians watch over the safety of the king and the population, and also hunt evil spirits during the night.
In Kenya, the organization Ocean Soul recycles flip-flops collected from beaches and streets, transforming them into art. They have recycled hundreds of thousands of sandals each year, turning them into sculptures of giraffes, elephants, and other animals. This effort not only reduces pollution, but also supports local communities.
Lucky Diamond Rich, whose real name is Gregory Paul McLaren, is recognized as the most tattooed person in the world. His body is completely covered in tattoos, including uncommon areas such as the eyelids, the soles of the feet, and the gums. He did not stop at just one layer of ink, but continued tattooing over previous designs, creating multiple layers. In addition to being a tattoo artist, he's a street performer, and has stated that each of his tattoos has a special meaning.
Dylan Martinez is an artist who transforms blown glass into surprising sculptures. His creations look like plastic bags filled with water, completely fooling the eye. Using advanced techniques, he simulates transparency, bubbles, and liquid texture. His art stands out for its level of detail and precision.
On average, the human body contains enough iron to forge a nail of approximately 2.76 inches, enough sulfur to kill all the fleas on a dog, enough carbon to make 900 pencils, and enough phosphorus to make 2,200 match heads.
Jerusalem crickets are nocturnal insects from the family Stenopelmatidae. They have a robust body, strong legs, and are adapted to digging and living underground. Their brown or gray coloration provides camouflage in their natural environment. They are not venomous, but they can emit an unpleasant odor, and their bite can be painful. Professional hockey rinks have these small windows in their walls, for photographers can take pictures without the reflection of the glass. They must close them when players approach to prevent an accident. The rubber hand illusion temporarily alters the perception of the human body in healthy individuals. It consists of making a person experience the sensation that a rubber hand is part of their own body. This is achieved by hiding the subject's real hand and simultaneously touching a visible rubber hand and the hidden hand in the same positions. After several minutes, the participant feels that the rubber hand belongs to them. This phenomenon has been used to study sensory plasticity and body awareness.
Orchids of the genus Catasetum have an astonishing and unique pollination system. When a pollinating insect enters the male flower, a mechanism is triggered that fires a pollinium, which attaches to the insect's body through an adhesive pad. This insect, when visiting female flowers, transfers the pollen, allowing fertilization.
In some places, such as Japan and South Korea, sweetbreads shaped like corgi butts have become popular. They are soft and fluffy. These breads stand out not only for their flavor, but also for their creativity. Wally Weffy is a content creator known for his extreme food challenges. One of his most viral challenges was consuming approximately 26.4 gallons of strawberries in less than 12 hours. He has also done similar challenges with foods such as chocolates, potato chips, chili peppers, and milk. Despite his popularity, the reasons behind these challenges remain unknown. These are the most expensive dog and cat breeds that exist. On average, the Norwich Terrier and the Neapolitan Mastiff are sold for $3,500. Cats are not far behind. The most expensive is the Savannah cat, which ranges up to $50,000. These are the bloodfalls in Antarctica. Their name comes from their peculiar red color. From a distance, they look quite eerie. Their color is due to the flow of iron oxide over the ice, or even within it.
St. Malo in France is famous for having the highest tides in all of Europe, with water level differences that can reach up to approximately 45.93 feet. This natural feature turns the city into a unique spectacle, especially during high tide. The architecture of St. Malo is designed to withstand maritime conditions, including strong winds and waves. Its historic walls and fortifications serve as protective barriers against the ocean.
In the most remote alpine regions of Switzerland, cows can be transported by helicopter in cases of veterinary emergencies. This method is used when the terrain is difficult and traditional transport is not possible.
When a shark comes face to face with another of its own species, whether by rule, respect, or instinct, both always turn to the right.
This strange organ protruding from the mouth of this camel is called a dula. It is an inflatable sac inside its neck that comes out of its mouth when it is in heat. It is used as a way to attract females. The chukuru, a handmade wooden scooter, is an essential tool for communities in Eastern Democratic Republic of the Congo. For more than 40 years, it has helped transport heavy loads, such as agricultural products and goods. Made with durable wood and recycled tires, this vehicle stands out for its functionality and low cost.
The Bright Zoo in Tennessee welcomed a rare giraffe calf born without spots, a unique phenomenon in the world. This reticulated giraffe, born on July 31, 2023, has drawn the attention of experts and animal lovers due to its unusual solid-colored appearance. It is believed that no other giraffe like it exists on the planet.
Discover the Art of the Brick, the exhibition that presents the largest Lego art display in the world. This exhibition showcases a collection of more than 100 creative and inspiring pieces by the renowned contemporary artist Nathan Sawaya. One of the favorite pieces is the iconic yellow, a life-size sculpture of a man opening his chest with thousands of yellow Lego bricks cascading out.
There are only 3 animals in the world that have blue tongues: the chow chow dog, the blue-tongued lizard, and the Asian black bear.
Kopi Luwak coffee is one of the most exclusive and expensive varieties in the world. Originating in Southeast Asia, especially Indonesia, its production process is unique because the coffee beans are eaten by the civet, a mammal that selects the best fruits. During digestion, enzymes in the civet's stomach ferment the beans, altering their chemical composition and reducing bitterness. The beans are later excreted, collected, cleaned, and roasted for consumption.
Megalopyge opercularis, known as the pus caterpillar, is one of the most toxic caterpillars in the United States. Its furry appearance, similar to a wig, hides venomous spines that inject toxins upon contact. These toxins damage cells and cause intense pain that is described as more severe than a bee sting. Some compare it to breaking a bone or walking on burning coals.
Fuel tanks in commercial airplanes are located in the wings. These are hollow structures with internal sections to distribute weight. This helps maintain balance and stability during flight. It also optimizes space inside the fuselage for passengers and cargo. According to NASA, it is very likely that after decades of exposure to ultraviolet radiation, the flags left on the moon today are completely white. Cats have a retractile mechanism that allows them to hide and extend their claws at will. This helps protect them from wear and keeps them sharp for hunting, climbing, or defense. When the underside of their paw is gently pressed, their claws extend, showing their true size. The Casio AT55 Janus was a revolutionary watch released in 1984. It featured a touchscreen, something innovative for its time. Its most notable function was an integrated calculator that allowed numbers to be entered through gestures. Although its interface was simple, it represented a major advancement in the industry.
This is how a starfish moves. It propels itself across surfaces by alternating water pressure in its tube feet. The fastest species move at up to 3.28 feet per minute.
This is the stinger of a bee. Notice how it continues injecting venom on its own, even after being separated from the rest of the body. These spikes are designed to prevent vehicles from driving in the wrong direction. If a car attempts to pass against traffic, the spikes puncture the tires as a safety measure. Artist Duck Jung has created a speaker that uses ferrofluid to visualize music. This liquid with magnetic particles reacts to electromagnetic fields. To the rhythm of the sound, the ferrofluid forms dynamic patterns. The system works with an electromagnet controlled by Arduino. This technology allows a unique visual interaction with music. This park, located near San Salvador, features an impressive rock formation known as the Devil's Door. This steep crevice offers spectacular panoramic views of the surrounding valley and has become a popular spot for climbing and hiking. Local legend says the crevice was created during an earthquake after a confrontation between 2 popular saints and the devil. In 1963, Chrysler developed the turbine car, an experimental automobile with a turbine engine. This vehicle could run on various fuels, including unconventional flammable fluids. During a test in Mexico, President Adolfo López Mateos drove it using tequila as fuel. Cats have sebaceous glands on their faces, ears, and necks. When they rub their heads against objects, they release pheromones to mark their territory. This behavior also allows them to communicate with other felines. In addition to territorial marking, it can be a sign of trust and affection. Many cats do this with their owners as a sign of closeness. The Aero Spaceline Super Guppy is a cargo aircraft designed to transport oversized loads. It was used by NASA to move parts of the Saturn rocket during the Apollo program. It is still in operation today and participates in modern space missions. It has transported essential components for the Artemis program. Its capacity makes it ideal for moving large aerospace structures. Coffee is the second most traded commodity in the world, surpassed only by oil. Its high global demand makes it a key product in international trade. It is grown in more than 70 countries and is a fundamental economic driver for millions of people. Urban Theory is a dance company recognized for its innovation in urban dance. Their style combines precise movements with a strong musical connection. They have gained international recognition for their visually striking performances. They fuse different dance genres to create dynamic and unique experiences. In Akureyri, Iceland, traffic lights have red lights in the shape of hearts. This initiative began after the financial crisis of 2008 to encourage positive thinking in the community. The hearts have become a symbol of optimism for residents and visitors. The idea is to remind drivers of what really matters, even in traffic. This is the waterfall swing. The idea consists of a swing where an intricate internal mechanism generates a waterfall of water that, at the exact moment when the swing should get wet, creates the precise space to avoid the water. In addition, it has a drainage system in the ground to collect the water, filter it, and reuse it in the rainfall. Its name is Deus Ex Machina, and it was created by Sev Design. It consists of an 18-foot structure with seats suspended by very strong cables and has a reservoir of 30 gallons of water that are released in the form of a rain cascade every minute, controlled by 273 independent solenoids. Penitentes are formations of hardened ice and snow that appear in high-altitude regions. Their name comes from their resemblance to hooded figures in religious processions. They form through sublimation, where ice evaporates without becoming liquid water. They can reach several feet in height and are found mainly in the Andes. Their orientation follows the position of the sun, which influences their development. These structures are an impressive natural phenomenon.
Scarlet Deer Inn is a narrative video game developed by At2 Games. Its most striking feature is that all character animations were hand-embroidered before being digitized. Inspired by Slavic folklore and the artistic style of Studio Ghibli, the game offers a unique atmosphere. In addition, its soundtrack is performed with traditional instruments, reinforcing its handcrafted aesthetic. Each embroidered frame adds an exceptional level of detail.
China has launched the most powerful solid-fuel rocket in the world, Gravity 1, from a ship. This rocket, developed by the private company Orient Space, has a height of approximately 98 feet. Its payload capacity is up to approximately 7.2 short tons in low Earth orbit, or about 4.6 short tons in Sun-synchronous orbit. This launch marks a significant advance in the Chinese private space industry. Capoeira, a combination of dance, music, and martial arts, originated in Brazil among African prisoners during the colonial period. Interestingly, to avoid the prohibition of fighting practices, capoeira was disguised as a form of dance, with agile and acrobatic movements performed to the rhythm of traditional instruments such as the berimbau. Today, capoeira is recognized as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity by UNESCO. This is how instant ramen is made. First, a machine mixes flour, salt, and water to create dough. Another machine cuts the dough into thin noodles that travel into a container. There, they are steamed and dehydrated. Finally, they are transferred along with the seasonings into their disposable packaging. The metamorphosis of toads is a process in which they go from aquatic tadpoles to terrestrial adults. During this transformation, they develop hind and front legs, lose their tails, and change their respiratory system, transitioning from gills to lungs. Banknotes have patterns that prevent their reproduction in photocopiers. There is a security system built into paper money to prevent counterfeiting. It works effectively because printers recognize the patterns and alter the design. Even some programs such as Photoshop recognize banknotes and do not allow them to be edited or modified to prevent fraud. Poeciotheria metallica is a metallic blue tarantula native to India. Its color comes from nanostructures in its skin that reflect light. It lives in deciduous forests and is critically endangered. The loss of its habitat threatens its survival. The Wat Pha Soran Khao Temple, located in Phetchabun, Thailand, is famous for its 5 white Buddha statues. These figures are placed in a meditation position on a lotus flower, creating an impressive image. Situated in a mountainous area, it is a place of spiritual retreat for monks. Its structure is decorated with millions of mosaic pieces, giving it a unique appearance. Recognized for its impressive architecture and deep religious significance, it is one of the most fascinating in the world. The bumblebee is capable of flying despite its large size and weight. Although bumblebees are larger and heavier than other flying insects, such as bees, they are able to fly thanks to the unique shape of their wings and their strong musculature. Their ability to fly is crucial to their role in plant pollination. Royal of Knoll is a visual artist who creates interactive installations. His work combines art and technology in real time. His projections respond to the movement of spectators. The brothers Morgan and Mason McGrew recreated Toy Story 3 in stop motion, a project that took them 8 years to complete. Titled Toy Story 3 in Real Life, the film is available on YouTube. Although it was initially removed due to copyright issues, Disney allowed its publication, considering it a tribute rather than a copy. The recreation captures every detail of the original, using physical figures and real sets. Their effort has been admired by fans of the franchise.
The three-dimensional Matterport camera captures 360-degree images and automatically converts them into a three-dimensional model. This technology allows virtual tours of any place without the need to be physically there. It is widely used in the real estate sector, making it easier to view properties for sale or rent from anywhere in the world.
Dan Drake, known as Dr. Dan, is an artist specialized in decorative pancakes. He founded The Joy of Pancakes, where he creates surprising designs. His works include portraits and famous characters with a high level of detail. The giant water bug is one of the largest insects of its kind. It is found in the Americas and some regions of Asia, reaching sizes greater than 4 inches. It is a predator that hunts fish, frogs, turtles, and even ducks, using its proboscis to inject digestive enzymes. Although its bite is painful, it is not lethal to humans. Its presence is common in aquatic habitats, and it is known for its aggressiveness when hunting.
Disney, through its Walt Disney Imagineering division, develops innovative technology such as animatronics. They are currently working on stuntronics, robots designed to perform acrobatics and stunt scenes with surprising precision. These advanced robots combine sensors and motion control and are used both in film productions and in theme parks. Ferrari, one of the most iconic sports car brands, has a very distinctive emblem, a black prancing horse on a yellow background. This logo has an interesting history. The founder of Ferrari, Enzo Ferrari, received the design of the horse from the mother of an Italian World War I fighter pilot, Francesco Baracca, who had painted it on the side of his airplane. Baracca, a war hero, died in combat, but his mother suggested that Enzo use the symbol on his cars as a sign of good luck. The yellow background represents the color of Modena, Ferrari's hometown.
The Scoville scale measures the spiciness of peppers based on their capsaicin concentration. The habanero pepper can reach between 100,000 and 350,000 Scoville units, making it one of the hottest in the world. In contrast, the bell pepper has 0 units, since it contains no capsaicin and is not spicy. This scale was created in 1912 by Wilbur Scoville to classify heat intensity. Other extreme peppers include the Carolina Reaper, which exceeds 2 million units.
Jaron Drury is a professional barber who grew bored of cutting hair in the traditional way. He uses his machine, razor, and scissors to create works of art on people's hair. These thermal cameras show us how dogs' noses help them regulate their temperature. Notice how it is several degrees cooler than the rest of their body. Microbursts are one of the most dangerous natural phenomena in the world. These are columns of air that descend at very high speed in a specific location and can form during thunderstorms. This happens because a current of dry air mixes with the precipitation of a storm cloud, causing part of the water to evaporate and the remainder to fall forcefully for several minutes. The last microburst that was recorded occurred in the year 2017 in Santa Barbara, California. This caused several trees to fall, traffic accidents to occur, and even a sailboat of about 19.7 feet to sink in the sea. At first glance, it may seem that the works of Tom Deininger were painted with great detail, but when you get closer, you'll realize they are made of trash, arranged in 3 dimensions. These are white Converse shoes that change color when exposed to sunlight. They are called Chuck 70 and were created in collaboration with the brand Chinatown Market. This was a limited edition collection that was released to the market in the year 2019. The ultraviolet technology in their materials causes the shoes to react to sunlight by changing their tone. However, if exposure to ultraviolet rays lasts more than 8 hours, they will no longer return to their original white color.
The Greenland shark is the longest living vertebrate in the world. It is estimated that it can live up to 392 years. These are slow-growing creatures, so they do not reach reproductive age until 150 years old. In addition, they can reach approximately 23 feet in length and weigh around 1.6 short tons.
Papua New Guinea is the country with the greatest linguistic diversity in the world, with more than 850 distinct languages spoken among its population. Tok Pisin, a Creole language based on English with local influences, is one of the most widely spoken and acts as a lingua franca. Carl Johnson, a well-known artist in the United States, is famous for his unique ability to cut profile silhouettes freehand. His work stands out for the precision and speed with which he creates silhouettes without needing to look directly at the subject. He has participated in renowned events and projects, earning admiration for his talent. This is the Red Pool of Thailand. The water in it is not actually this color. The trick lies in the tiles. If you look closely, you will see red, yellow, and orange tiles. The combination of these colors creates an optical effect that makes the water appear red. The world record for the highest pogo stick jump belongs to Henry Cabellis, who reached approximately 11.58 feet on June 21, 2024 in Pittsburgh, United States. In Fukuoka, Japan, there is the Asahi Rokon Hotel, where guests can pay $1 for their stay if they agree to have their entire visit live streamed on a YouTube channel called $1 Hotel. To protect guests, the broadcast is video only, ensuring conversations remain private, and the bathroom area is out of camera range. The owner believes that young people today are less concerned about privacy since they share almost everything on social media, and this unique offer has already brought in many guests. Jagat Mani, a tuk-tuk driver from Chennai, India, holds the Guinness record for the longest sideways wheelie performed on an automatic tuk-tuk. In 2016, he managed to travel a distance of approximately 1.37 miles on two wheels, reaching a speed of around 49.70 miles per hour. Curiosophilis diaphanous are a species of fairy shrimp found in Europe. These small crustaceans measure approximately 0.51 inches and have a translucent body with black eyes and reddish tips on the abdomen and appendages. Their body is divided into a head, a thorax, with 11 pairs of appendages, and a segmented abdomen. They are known for their beauty and unique characteristics that make them stand out among other aquatic species.
The kiri tree, also called Paulownia tomentosa, is known for its rapid growth and regenerative capacity. It can regrow up to 7 times after being cut. Its wood is strong and lightweight, ideal for various applications. It stands out for absorbing large amounts of carbon dioxide, helping reduce pollution. It captures up to 10 times more carbon dioxide than other trees, improving air quality. In addition, its leaves enrich the soil with essential nutrients.
Plants emit sounds when they are under stress. According to a study conducted by researchers at Tel Aviv University, these sounds are ultrasonic, inaudible to the human ear, but can be perceived by some animals. They resemble the popping of popcorn and occur in situations such as lack of water or physical damage. The research opens the possibility of using these sounds to monitor plant health. Contact juggling, also known as contacting, is a form of object manipulation that focuses on maintaining continuous contact between the object and the performer's body. Transparent balls are generally used, which appear to float in the air thanks to the juggler's fluid and precise movements. Idiom is an artwork created by Mate Kren in 1998 and is located in the Municipal Library of Prague in the Czech Republic. It consists of a cylindrical tower formed by around 8,000 books stacked in a circular shape. The structure has an opening where people can look inside and experience the sensation of an infinite spiral of books. The name Maria is one of the most common and widespread names in the world, with strong cultural and religious influence. It is estimated that more than 61 million people bear this name, highlighting its global popularity. Its biblical origin has contributed to its widespread use, especially in countries with Christian traditions. Acoustic levitation is a physical phenomenon in which high-intensity sound waves generate acoustic pressure that can suspend objects in the air by counteracting gravity. This method uses acoustic radiation pressure and does not require physical contact to keep the object suspended. It is an impressive concept and has applications in scientific and technological fields. Considered the coldest activity in the world, the polar plunge is an event held in winter in which participants immerse themselves in cold water, often for charitable purposes. This event takes place in various parts of the world, such as the United States, Canada, the Netherlands, and New Zealand. But the most popular ones are in Antarctica and the Arctic, where the water temperature can drop below 28.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
Cats have a third eyelid called the nictitating membrane. Its function is to protect the eye and keep it moist. This eyelid is usually invisible, but it can appear if the cat is tired or ill. It is more common in birds and reptiles, but it is also present in felines. Prolonged exposure can indicate a health problem. Each year in Italy, a cardboard boat race is held, where teams must build their vessels before competing. The goal is to travel the greatest possible distance without sinking. In addition to performance in the race, the most original design is also awarded. The race has gained popularity and attracts participants from all over. There are smart glasses designed for people with hearing loss. They use microphones and augmented reality to project subtitles in real time. One example is X-ray glass, which converts audio into text and displays it on the lenses. Several companies have developed similar devices to improve accessibility. During the filming of the Harry Potter movies, Daniel Radcliffe broke more than 80 wands, since he had the habit of using them as if they were drumsticks to play the drums. Writer Calm Down created a water printer for his truck. He used a Raspberry Pi and a system of electronic valves. These valves release water in specific patterns while the vehicle moves. It works like a dot matrix printer, but uses water instead of ink. The system allows messages to be printed on the ground in a creative way. Far Glory Ocean Park in Taiwan offers a unique mermaid show. The performers can hold their breath for long periods underwater. The show is one of the park's most popular attractions. Strawberries begin their development from pollinated flowers. Then the green fruit starts to grow and changes color over time. As it ripens, it becomes bright red and develops its characteristic sweet flavor. Its juicy texture forms in the final stages. During the process, strawberries increase in size and sugar concentration. Chameleons have specialized feet called zygodactyls. Their limbs are divided into two parts, like a clamp. On the front feet, one side has 2 toes and the other has 3, while on the back feet it is the opposite. This structure helps them grip branches firmly. Thanks to this adaptation, they can move with stability in their arboreal environment. Low Cost Cosplay is a content creator famous for his ingenious costumes made with inexpensive materials. His cosplays may look like a joke, but his creativity has allowed him to stand out. He has managed to shine on social media thanks to his unique and fun style. With simple designs full of imagination, he competes with much more elaborate costumes. His ability to transform everyday objects into surprising costumes is admirable. Blue whales have the slowest heart rate in the animal kingdom. During their dives, their heart rate slows to as low as 2 beats per minute to conserve oxygen. When they surface, their heart speeds up to 37 beats per minute. This mechanism allows them to perform long dives without becoming exhausted. The reason why some people are more intelligent than others is the result of a combination of multiple factors, such as genetics, environment, education, nutrition, and life experiences. The diversity in each person's cognitive abilities is natural, but not static. For this reason, effort and dedication are required to develop them. The Dubai First Royal is one of the most exclusive credit cards in the world. It is only available to individuals with very high net worth, including members of royalty and billionaires. Its design stands out for having gold edges and a diamond embedded in the center. It has no spending limit, making it a symbol of absolute luxury. Cats' clavicles are not directly connected to their shoulders, but are instead suspended in muscles. This allows them to move with great flexibility and pass through very narrow spaces. Thanks to this adaptation, they can slip through without bone restrictions. Their anatomy gives them an advantage for hunting and exploring difficult terrain. It is a unique characteristic among domestic felines. In 2010, as a joke, the team responsible for creating Windows Phone held a funeral for the iPhone. According to them, Microsoft's phone would outsell Apple and drive it into bankruptcy. But to this day, Windows Phone no longer exists. The Velox 3 is a recumbent bicycle created by the Human Power team. In 2013, it reached a record speed of approximately 82.6 miles per hour, becoming the fastest human-powered vehicle in the world. This achievement was possible thanks to its aerodynamic design and its carbon fiber structure, which reduce wind resistance. The record was achieved by professional cyclist Sébastien Bouvier. The loudest animal in the world is a shrimp. It is called Alpheus randalli, or the pistol shrimp, and it can produce a sound of up to 200 decibels with its claws. The saltwater crocodile has the most powerful bite among living animals. Its force reaches approximately 3,700 pounds per square inch of pressure. This enormous pressure allows it to trap and tear apart its prey with great efficiency. Its jaw structure and highly developed muscles make it a formidable predator. Honey watermelons, also called yellow watermelons, have yellow or orange flesh and green skin with stripes. They are sweeter and less watery than traditional watermelons, which gives them a distinctive flavor. Their firm texture and intense sweetness make them popular among fruit lovers. They are grown in warm and sunny regions such as the southern United States.
Justin Schmidt, a renowned entomologist, dedicated his career to studying insect stings and created the Schmidt Sting Pain Index, classifying sting pain on a scale from 0 to 4. To do this, Schmidt subjected himself to multiple insect stings from bees, wasps, and ants.
Mini pigs, also called teacup pigs, were bred for biomedical research. Over time, they became popular as exotic pets. They are a genetically selected variant designed to achieve smaller sizes. Titanium is a biocompatible mineral that allows successful integration with the human body. Its porous structure facilitates the growth of bone tissue around the implant. In addition, titanium is resistant to corrosion and compatible with surrounding tissues, which reduces the possibility of rejection. This adaptation allows for solid and long-lasting fixation, supporting the functionality of the implant in the human body. Dissension, a work by Anish Kapoor, is a fascinating installation that presents a vortex of black water in constant motion. Its design challenges the viewer's perception and evokes a sense of infinity, creating a hypnotic and enigmatic experience. Novi Okerville is a massive residential complex located in Kudrovo, near St. Petersburg, Russia. It was inaugurated in 2015 and houses between 18,000 and 20,000 people. It consists of 3,708 apartments, 35 entrances, and 25 floors. Its size and high population density have made it a symbol of intensive urbanization. The building's layout allows thousands of residents to live in a single space. The main difference between camels and dromedaries is the number of humps. Dromedaries have 1, and camels have 2. In addition, in both cases, the humps are deposits of fat, not water, debunking the popular belief. These fat deposits help the animal survive harsh conditions by storing energy. Ethiopia is always 7 years behind. When we were starting 2020, in Ethiopia they were in the 4th month of 2012. This is because the Ethiopian calendar calculates the Annunciation of Christ differently, placing it 7 years behind the Gregorian calendar.
Roadbots is an open-world game that allows you to remotely drive robots around the world. Currently, you can explore the streets of Singapore, China, Germany, and the United Kingdom.
Zebras have a unique stripe pattern on the fur that acts as camouflage and confuses predators. The stripes can also help regulate body temperature and act as an insect repellent by confusing flies.
This man plays with time. The YouTube channel Macro Room edited this incredible video in which you can see how he plays with time using slow motion, as if it were a scene from a Flash movie, in which he can control everything happening around him while time stands still. Vantablack is one of the darkest materials in the world, absorbing up to 99% of visible light. It is composed of vertically aligned carbon nanotubes, created through a complex technological process. This material is not available to the public and is mainly used in scientific and space applications. You can make perfect ice spheres in your own home. This aluminum press melts ice cubes with the help of gravity. Look how perfect it is. Portable Slide is the world's first triple screen extension for laptop computers. It works with a single USB connection. Just place it behind your laptop screen, extend it, and adjust it to your liking.
This is the steepest and fastest urban zipline in the world. It is located in Dubai and stretches from the Amwatch Towers in the Jumeirah Beach residence area to the terrace of the Dubai Marina Mall. The ride takes place at approximately 558 feet above the ground, with an approximate length of about 0.62 miles, reaching speeds of up to around 49 miles per hour and an incline of 16 degrees. As you can see, the views are dreamlike. On this extreme zipline, people launch themselves lying face down, using a harness that creates the sensation of flying like Superman.
The movie The Matrix hides a secret that few people know. If you've seen it, you surely recognize the green code ring that appeared suddenly in different parts of the film. For many years, people believed it was super elaborate computer code that almost no one could understand. But the reality is much simpler. Its creator says that this code is actually sushi recipes with Japanese symbols arranged in such a way that they look like code. A study conducted by the University of Queensland discovered that snakes can sense ground vibrations and also hear sounds in the air despite not having external ears. They use their lower jaw to detect vibrations and transmit them to their inner ear. This finding challenges the belief that snakes are deaf and reveals how advanced their auditory abilities are. There is a river in Colombia that looks like a liquid rainbow. It is called Caño Cristalis and has up to 5 different colors due to the algae and aquatic plants that grow in it. The Nokia 3310 had one of the longest-lasting batteries in history. You could talk on the phone for 2 consecutive days without having to charge it. On standby, the battery lasted for more than 10 days. Santa Claus did not always wear red. He was commonly depicted wearing green, blue, or brown until the 1930s, when a Coca-Cola advertising campaign popularized the red color.
Tensegrity is a structural principle based on the balance between compression and tension. In this type of design, the compressed bars do not touch each other and are connected by tensioned cables. This arrangement provides stability and strength to structures. Thanks to this principle, tensegrity chairs can support great weights without losing their shape. It has been applied in architecture, engineering, and furniture design.
This is how tracking devices used to be placed on whales in the past. It was very stressful for the animal. Today, this has changed thanks to drones. Look how easy it is now. They simply drop it when the whale surfaces to breathe. The Dude Perfect team broke the record for the highest basketball shot by throwing a ball from the Stratosphere Hotel Tower in Las Vegas. The shot was made from a height of approximately 853 feet, setting a new world record. Portugal is the largest producer of cork in the world, being responsible for approximately 50% of global production of this material. Cork is a natural and sustainable product obtained from the bark of the cork oak, a tree that grows mainly in southwestern Europe and northwestern Africa.
Louise Waz, a content creator on YouTube, carried out an experiment to make an extremely strong licorice rope. His goal was to test whether this rope could tow a car without breaking. To achieve this, he braided and reinforced the licorice, combining elasticity and strength. Although the exact length of the rope is not confirmed, the experiment demonstrated the surprising durability of this material. Waz has shown that with innovation, even candy can have unexpected uses. Angel Falls in Venezuela is considered the highest waterfall in the world, with a drop of approximately 3,211 feet. This height is more than 10 times greater than that of the famous Niagara Falls in North America. Surrounding this area lives the indigenous community of the Paman people. This is the most square-shaped fish in the world, the yellow boxfish. It looks like a plastic container with fins. However, it is a skilled and fast hunter. Formed approximately 60 million years ago due to volcanic activity, the Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland is famous for its hexagonal basalt columns. Legend says it was built by a giant, but in reality, the columns are the result of rapid lava crystallization when it came into contact with cold seawater. This keyboard, called Matrix Vita, has a small screen in the upper right corner where you can display any GIF or image you want. Did you know that square watermelons exist? They are not genetically modified watermelons. Their secret lies in farmers placing the fruit inside a square container made of metal and glass. 3 or 4 days after being placed in the mold, it already has its shape and is ready to be harvested. Due to their popularity, they are now also made in heart and triangle shapes.
Mathieu Robert Ortiz is a French sculptor famous for his striking anamorphic works. His sculptures change shape depending on the angle from which they are viewed, creating fascinating optical illusions. A notable example is his piece that, when seen from one side, represents an elephant, and from another, two giraffes.
The bee hummingbird builds the smallest nest in the world, measuring only about 1 inch in diameter, similar to the size of a coin. Here it lays 1 to 3 tiny eggs, about the size of a bean. This is the Hyundai Tiger, an autonomous and unmanned vehicle that can roll and walk depending on the terrain. It is designed to be a platform capable of moving in extreme and remote locations, which is why it could be used for the exploration of Mars. It is incredible how far technology is advancing, and Hyundai definitely does not want to fall behind.
When Michelangelo finished painting the Sistine Chapel in 1512, he received compensation of 3,000 gold ducats. At the time, these coins were used as a valuable form of payment in Italy. According to modern calculations, the estimated value of this sum could reach approximately 2.9 million today.
This is the big-headed turtle, and it is the most big-headed turtle species in the world. Its skull is so large that it cannot hide it inside its shell for protection.
Lash clock, designed by Bina Vital, is a unique conceptual clock. Its frame is covered with flexible fibers instead of numbers. These fibers gradually separate to show the time. The idea is to transform the visual perception of time. Tito Sene, a Chilean tennis player, turned 100 years old on October 12, 2024, and continues to play with passion. He discovered tennis at 18 years old, and throughout his life has maintained his love for the sport. He trains whenever he can with his son or friends. With his unique style and his Federer cap, he is currently number 3 in the world in the senior category. Despite his age, he continues to demonstrate his talent and dedication in every match. Trong Van Dao, a Vietnamese carpenter, recreated the Tesla Cybertruck using mainly wood. This impressive replica took 100 days of work and stands out for its attention to detail and functionality. Although it is built from wood, it includes a metal frame, functional suspension, and a battery pack. In addition, it features tires and rims also made of wood. The fabulous floating bridge of approximately 1,640 feet, hidden in China, the Enchi Floating Bridge, was designed over the waters of a river in the city of Enchi. This construction draws attention not only for its peculiar shape, but also for the accordion-like effect that vehicles create on its waters. Israeli artist Vicky Bren is known for her innovative body painting technique, in which she transforms her hand into surprising optical illusions. She uses her own skin as a canvas to create visual effects that challenge perception. Her works turn parts of the body into surreal art. Her work has gained popularity on social media, where she shares her creations and processes. Mandarin Chinese is the most spoken language in the world in terms of native speakers. More than 1 billion people use it as their mother tongue, reflecting its enormous global importance. This is how the lifting mechanism of car windows works. Japanese uses 3 different writing systems: hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Each has its own rules and uses. Japanese people combine these writing systems in their everyday language. You might not have known that this is the correct way to close a bag of potato chips or snacks. This man spent almost 5 days sitting on a toilet. He is Jimmy DeFred, a Belgian who set out to establish a new Guinness record in the year 2019 for a total of 116 hours. However, Guinness World Records have not yet officially recognized his mark. DeFred had a 5-minute break every hour so he could sleep or use the bathroom. In addition, the toilet he was sitting on was not functional. As clumsy as it may look, this is a real pirate flag. Not all of them were great artists.
Sometimes, when there is high humidity and little wind, it is possible to see these inlet vortices coming off airplane turbines.
This is the SSC Tuatara, the fastest car in the world. It can reach approximately 331 miles per hour, surpassing the former speed record of the Bugatti Chiron, which is around 305 miles per hour. To showcase its speed, a public run was carried out outside Las Vegas in the United States. The creators of this vehicle and the driver who piloted the car during the demonstration, Oliver Webb, believe it can be faster than what has been shown. Imagine how quickly you would get to a place in this car. Sushi, one of the most recognized dishes in Japan, has its origins in a fish preservation technique from Southeast Asia. Instead of being eaten fresh, the fish was fermented in vinegared rice for months. Over time, this process evolved in Japan, and in the 19th century, raw fish began to be served over vinegared rice, giving rise to sushi as we know it today. This is what a passport from no country looks like. The diplomatic passport of the United Nations grants access to several countries, and even some immunities. Mohammed Abdelhamid Nugbel holds the world record for balancing the tallest tower of eggs, 4 in total. Cats sleep more than 70% of their lives. They can spend between 12 and 15 hours a day sleeping.
If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe so you don't miss more interesting content. Leave your comments and click on any of these videos. See you next time.